Today we are on the People's Forum. This is the name of the podcast, and I go by the name NEC. So welcome to the People's Forum, and today we are diving into some very important issues on the film and content industry. We are likely to touch the music here and there, but we are going. So in a bit. And today on our podcast, we have Fumani Edi Tekere, who also, we know him by the name Guerrero because he runs a multimedia company called Guerrero Multimedia.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So we are here to discuss a lot of very serious and burning issues. I'll open it up to you, Mr. Tekere. What do you really do? Because I know you do some consultations also. Just take us through what you do first so that the people who are watching may know who you are and what you do.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed to be the first guest on the...
In 2024, January.
And you know, I was fasting the past 3 days. So I'm leaving fasting today. I'm being called for the first episode for the People's Forum.
Yeah.
What I basically do is... I'm a creative bug. I'm a creative juggernaut.
Yeah, like me. You're the jack of all trades.
Of all trades.
Master of everyone that he does. Again, about chooses about master of none. But the technology.
No, I was in Sandton in November. We had an Accelerate Africa. I'm actually also the country coordinator. It's an entrepreneurship forum. So when I was introducing myself, it's the same thing I said, guys, everything that you do here, I do it tenfold. So amplifier. Everyone wanted to challenge.
And then you showed them, no, we have this thing. It's happening.
It's happening.
Otherwise, the slogan of our podcast is speak up, speak out. You know, you have something that you want to talk about. This is the platform. And so we can delve away from that. Mr. Tekere. Let's continue about yourself. What does Guerrero Multimedia do?
We provide services, consultancy, creative consultancy. We do your filming, we do your graphic design, branding, just the whole package. Creativity, you won't miss us.
Wow, that's great. But anyway, today I want us to talk about the film and television industry. I know we are in the same WhatsApp group. Not like same WhatsApp group no. Like we are literally in a WhatsApp group called Beat That in television and film industry. So we're not discussing issues that are very serious and burning issues.
No, true.
I know some people are interested to know who I am. If you haven't done your research, you better go and do it, because I'm not a person who likes to blow his own bell. So don't worry about me. You'll find out as we go on.
No.
So in this WhatsApp group, Ronaldo issues and all that serious and burning issues. First of all, this industry have neglected since 1966, I guess. 65. I guess you're 65, 66. I think I'm confused because Mafiken used to be like a capital Botswana, and then I don't know what happened with those things. Maybe we'll get one person to come talk on that history someday.
That's another thing. What I
can tell you, but our industry has neglected ever since the inception of this country. History, very, very few. Very few footages are history. And then up to today, the industry has been neglected. And we're in 2024 now. In neglected, there's nothing literally happening. If there's anything happening, it's very minute and very small.
And we are like get the third generation. From the
we're almost like the third generation. Yes.
So we need to do change. We need to implement change.
Kaore, if I was to ask you the first question, how would you describe the current landscape in the film industry, and what's the pace of productions? What's happening?
Bro, we are in the dark. in the dark mongwe re timetse dipone. But I'm happy we had the discussion prior to ngwaga o hela. Le gore ne re bua ka bo radijo. There was content creation. We had people eating out of the films, DVDs, your typical CDs. We go tlamela we tileng e be tima sengwe le seng. So as no tima sengwe le sengwe bana ba bana di entrepreneurs ya no. So the production you would not know whether there are real productions tse di leng tse le gore batho ba ka di rata kana gore ke batho ba rekile di equipment ela ba di beile mo mantu ba reke di film production studios. So ga go kwa ba itse because how levelela comparing it to our SABC. SABC in naitisa content e leng gore ra e rata ra e follower kantile ku uzalo ka mosoki mole tsa rona la di tsena go BTV o itse gore ga ona la interest ya go itse gore kante ga te ke show ya ga mang go
ya le BTV ke ne ke tle ke ipotsa re tswaro kae until recently I bought this DSTV thing and then I figured out all the television channels at BTV di moteng. Only to find out now channel is not even in there now. Kona le ngwa ga the YTV. Sometimes I see a lot of like English people there or some cooking shows or stuff. Ga sa ntse ke tla local media mo teng but imo channel 2 and 1 it looks like it's a local channel. So kona le BTV News, BTV 1 and then there's that. Yeah. So hagi zikirare ya ka bua. The programs are locally. They play on television, on BTV.
But
I remember there was a time also where actually set-top box, what I bought it never worked. Unfortunately. Never in Texas English because it never worked.
But look at the funds. And I always talk about the funds. And then
so that thing was funded by government. Boxes
I had some lines. It's Japanese people. I get to the Japan in the embassy or what happened, but the product that the manufacturer go Japanese one. They're on 100% confident of.
And the other thing was it was very hard for them to be found around.
Until they're expensive. This was 800, I think. We do follow you my dad thing. Kumpieno kana give ma 450. One, but the content they are no thing. It does not inspire you but or ka set-top box. It's only you pick your na gore you pick it in al content mo temo me ga kwa batla go subscriber ona le ga te live Netflix ona le you pick e hana you choose Netflix
definitely because there's content there, there's refreshed content every time, there's all over content, you understand, except Botswana yo mo Netflix. I haven't seen any local thing on Netflix. South Africa starts in the Nigeria ba mo go re ke rona ya re
I don't know what is happening with our country wa bona gore rena re tolwa ke all this big giant
technology tsena pele ha ra e tswara go tsena e latela ha ra e ka bo tsena
e latela mo bona
ya ka bona monetization entsi online batho ba ja we can monetize local. I don't know what's the problem with that.
Kenya la u tsura tsena go Kenya we have young millionaires wa ro gontsang.
What's the problem with this monetization issue le Botswana?
I've tried I've tried. I've gone to ministry. I've followed Bob Bokra. I've tried. As a country, but no one will tell you outright. Or is it our population? Or no, we have a paltry population. We have 2.something million. Or what is this? Who convince these companies? So now I challenge government to say, challenge unemployment, but now we just need our phones and our data. And I like it or on smart bots. What's in a clinic?
There's internet.
But then we want to take that internet, use our phones, create content. I'm talking about generation number 2000. Because but they need now to transition that into money.
No, I know. Lona le bua ka generation ya rona le rona re tlodilwe ke season ya go monetize the film anything at all. Ne re ba irela DVD. So you'll find that most of the consumption ya local content was in South Africa. Now na litaponyana tsa basimane ba di loga go tla gantse tsa bodisa meka mo Mzansi Magic, kana movie Magic or something like that.
So
there's only possible, and then tse dingwe o ne go na le mathakang go South Africa, what they basically do, ke mo ka no ba license the rights illegally kana unofficially. You give them your DVD, they duplicate it, they make maybe 10 million and then they give you 250,000 to like, hey, madi a ke gona go ira go that so it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
And it was a lot of money.
Go re Botswana re gola in a culture whereby ga re go le re tshwara madi.
Yeah.
Wa bona, which is a disparity. Na kana ke Mozulu wa bona, re gola re tshwara zaka wa bona. So we understand the value chain ya madi. So you cannot come and shortchange me man wa bona. But wa go dilo from standard 1 to form 5, e go so mo lo tshwara madi go university student
1.5
ta go nela allowance wa bona re go ntsang. So anything so creating, you are easy just to accept. 250, okay, no, okay. What's amadi a lot in your party? You sold your soul.
Anyway, kana kuma hatsinga mangu film ira madi ya manzi ka box office. Box office basically, guys, it's an office that is made with a box. Yeah, pay like a theater. That's how they collect the tickets and collect the money for people who buy and everything. So usually like to go na opening a movie wa area ka Friday. Wa simola mo di theater. O gona ira madi ya manzi kuma hatsinga. So rena kona rena di theater tse dintsi. We don't have box office, stuff because this one the theater. Di very mind di nyeto ta ka
no dia ba lo ka pa
ga ba ke ora go di uno ke motho a le one kana ba le ba
it's a monopoly.
So hence alo I don't know how filmmakers benefit from them, but otherwise go re ba ta go itse gore di filmmaker di dira madi yang ka ora gona box office. Of course gona le television and bonobo UPK. I don't know how we monetize the money there.
I have not submitted any tenders for government. I just want to put that one out because ke sa thaloganye model wa teng gore model o wa off the shelf na ke go bata madi ke shoot content
ba bo letela gore tender
ke mela gore ke tender ga
and it's all one tender ra teng ngwa
and I'm not sure gore tender gore ke a go tsenya content aka mo go mon
ya no sna spend madi o wa tsenya ka ngwaga e bo sa tsewe ngwaga e gora gore madi a ile ka
it creates animosity within the industry because go nna go buiwa go te se a khosing ga ntuela on shoot steady movie because even our actors they don't understand the
value. Ba tla go go shootile o tsentse madi mo go mo lo yena o letetse gore go mo go tsamae pele ga ba ka duela
and then ga the agreements tsa teng kana they change and the agreements tsa partnership because I want to re shoot go tswa ke taemela so se gore se monetize it means madi ala ha ya go tswa kwale. I'm no longer an employee then I get waiting out
the same period now.
So going forward na ke bona ile gore ga re thaloganye dilo tse dintsi bo streaming none of us are doing streaming ile gore ba teng ba dirang na ga ke itse re ba
streaming. I mean like live streaming or streaming the movies
streaming you don't the movies tsa go bo disa somewhere be streaming
go go mathata a Botswana there's not enough information mo go tsone tsa bo streaming. Imagine na gona na ne re gona go monetize. I would easily stream my movies on YouTube. My 13 episodes I would put them on YouTube. Ke advertise so that I stream and make my money. But now how monetize?
I think you remember that thing sa Omex whereby I talked to Omex Vampile all the documentations. I still hold those documentations. Say I can host workshops on their behalf just to mobilize the creatives. So banally streaming is semolo tsa mo mathongana. Umpeno ana ka ke bua yana you submit films. Abatho ba streama di film motse.
And they have a lot of audience. I streamer they make the money.
Wa ora yana ba tsa butsa another avenue. Ela mo mathonga me ela.
And I wait was about 2-3 years ago.
So rona mo Botswana gompieno we are just in the dark.
We're in the dark. Facebook we're in the dark. TikTok we're in the dark. Go rona re ba re irelang Facebook le TikTok le YouTube content for free.
Content and the content is na ndi royalty.
Can you imagine?
Anong ai ke mathata tota a matona ke sa itseng gore the solution I think but I love that we have a platform like this.
We're gonna run this platform as long as it lasts.
I just pray that it becomes sustainable.
It will be.
I pray that you have.
We'll fund it through Chunkyland. Chunkyland has been a studio that ran for the past 20 years without any government assistance, without anybody's assistance. So, we're gonna programming. We're gonna run it. Let's speak up. Let's speak out. It's very important.
I pray that you have developed a 12-month content woman a strategic plan. Which content from now up to home. I say this because I come also from a magazine or the backgrounds. I go to university, I was manufacturing magazines, looking at the content there. So with magazines, over 6 months in advance. 6 months in advance. So if you don't do that, content.
Yeah. No, but we'll push it.
All right.
We know how to. We are self-motivated. We work nights. Kana we bereka. Also, I'm to bereka ngwa government. Ona. Ona raka January. What they are doing, man, ziba kanya race. Government kana nga bele corporate. Nga wokupa madi mo boso nya. Onto re tuela January kita nege abusa. Piece by piece we tell wow. Ela kana biri le because salary le December is now.
It is another thing.
Salary akodi. We'll be back in a moment, guys. Arbo akwa arzana mo to try it, so don't go. Yeah, we are back. I'm still here with Guerrero. Nagi Mr. Guerrero here. Mr. Tegereki Ohio from Guerrero Multimedia. He's talking about film industry and content creation at large. Kimoto Vested, he also does, you do management for artists, or you have an association for artists?
I've had an experience, managing artists.
Yes.
Because of
the funds and everything.
No, not the funds.
Okay.
The artists themselves. An artist no, all the artists. This is why we don't have an artist who's performing internationally and actually outdoing it. Roughly, you need to have a team of more than 5.
That's true.
At
least 3 people who can believe in you and put their effort and their money on you.
Because without that, so I've seen that this is a disease, but the time so like you were saying, what else I do? I chose to go into consultancy because we need capacity.
So more consultancy, what do you do more? Okay, let me ask you this question. I think it will deal with consultants. Let's say, how can we encourage the support of growth for local content creators? How about if there's any models around the country for positive change? What would you recommend? Every consultation on this platform. Let's enjoy it.
Okay. A typical filmmaker. Even in the film industry, it goes back to that. The artist, the actor, have a solid team. And then I like to emphasize this word that has made Singapore to be as successful as it is.
Okay.
It's called meritocracy.
Meritocracy.
Yes.
Meritocracy.
It inspires merit.
Yes. Inspired merit.
Yes. It's merit combined with democracy, but it's democracy. Merit warona ubua ka gore I always say you need to be good in sound engineering, and that's it. Sound, and our sound comes crystal clear. Our actor
to do one thing. They'll give you a broad spectrum of courses, and then you choose what to do. And then with me, with my over 20 years of experience, I'll do sound and do music. At a certain point, I start doing video. Now, like art, because these things get to bore me. I do art, and then I have a Shoko museum, and then I do another thing. So with me, it's going to be very difficult.
No, jack of all trades. I get it. No, get a
lot of people are schooled in those different things. So what I think me so that's do like mad because Amadi has on a team of 5 people and then you know how to do all these 5 things. I think it's better sometimes to just do it, especially when you begin. But then also is good. You must grow and grow the business.
We are competing not with yourself.
Exactly.
You are competing with others. Your content needs to be unique enough.
Exactly.
Have a unique selling point. Stories are also unique. You need to have a good story writer.
Have a good director of that story, and then have a cinematographer or a film director, and he's extremely good in what he does. With a sound man who does what he does.
So we're gonna give you the film creation value chain. You need to have, and then post pre-production, production, post-production, and distribution. So
distribution, I'm gonna bring it at the later stage.
All right, no, I know with that. So all of these things, they need to be catered for. They need to be be planned for.
Is that already a filmmaker one day? Master of all things, I think. Jack of all trades, master of everything. I'm master of none. Like now I can tell you I've actually manned cameras, about 6. Why? Because I have vision mixer and then I just plant them in different places where I know I'll do well and then I just go because no, it's not mad. I remember one time I got locked down. FNB gave us around 25,000. We won the 25,000 for the live stream.
Competition, huh? Yeah.
Yes. And then out of that 25,000, I figured out that everybody was getting like $500. Because the team is a musician. We did a 2-hour live stream with a lot of musicians, and then we had the camera guys about saying thing. We said, "My dad about here." Could get like do 500 the producer show thing, but I was very happy. At the end, bang call bang congratulate. This is your cut. How bereki and everything.
Yeah, no,
you know what? Sometimes you have to do what you do because the resources are very small.
No,
but we have to grow.
We have content or where is it now?
It's still online and it's there. It's not being monetized. Facebook, people are enjoying it. This is another division.
I mean, is it affiliated with FNB?
It's a project now that can benefit the but I just gave up.
What Womex did. It started off resubmitted into it. I tswa gone ho ya nung e be why ke one eo ya no ya no ra le live streamer ga ra le streamela do tsa lona.
Exactly. Tsene di dirule na go ila.
So mpe bana ke bontsu ya re no ke jile 25 me kgwedi le kgwedi 5,000 so it's an idea that we are selling to you FNB gore that content there it's lying it's saying let's develop another platform.
But it was a very good initiative, believe me. Because there were photographers there was short filmmakers there was everything literally. Actually, out of that, a hub where, you know, innovation hub, a film hub where people can actually keep bringing more things into this and developing whatever had been started after
and
the COVID.
Then apart from that, as creatives and entrepreneurs are security. So I go do now Coronia 5,000. What's having FNB is having loan.
Exactly.
So now you are their client. It's a
win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation. But I saw one video of one minister
Minister of Arts and Culture. How do you get my SGC something? I'm always confused because for a long time it was MySec. My GSEC, I think. Ministry of Sports, Gender, Youth and something.
I stopped following it. So we have these foreign national companies that are in the country.
We're talking about sponsorships because I think I saw that clip also.
So they are making profits, but repatriate those profits back to the creatives and the society within. So it goes back to that issue. Okay, now FNB just did that as a knee check.
Yes.
It's business as usual.
But I think they're still doing it. I don't know where they're doing it. Because it was the foundation or something.
But now
it's only that industry and then it disappeared.
We need it as a lifeblood.
Creative industry.
Because now that's where I come on board. Idea, I develop your concept, I develop your proposal, a pitch for FNB. This is what we think we can do. And then even if I can go as far as running the pitch for you, and then it's a convincing pitch. True. Even the implementing stage, we implement and then FNB, it has a relationship with you now.
Wow. Anyway, what are the countries that run maybe a film industry desire for local? I don't know where Womex is running from. And
Womex is a European based organization. But how big and impactful it is. It is recognized worldwide.
I went online. I've seen actually their impact.
It is recognized worldwide. And even guys, you know what? Another Womex Africa. Come to Europe. But then
you won't have anybody backing you up, giving you an idea, take it just to go to the meeting and come back. the creative sector? Because ba go botsa gore
ke setse ke go bolela gore setse ke buile go mona ebile ya ka ke bua yana things are on the pipeline.
Yeah.
So a ke tswa mo go yone I'll mention Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt.
Egypt is powerful.
Okay.
It's powerful in content creation. Their cameras, they respect the art of film. And then Bertsana go Uganda.
Egypt. Why would you say they respect their art? Because maybe it's something we are missing in this country.
No, the culture, I think it comes from the education system.
Okay.
They have celebrities. That's a film.
Okay.
They are living the celebrity lifestyle. Yeah, film. And they invest. The studios are humongous.
And then from Egypt, you wanted to
I wanted to go to Uganda. Uganda, there's actually one guy. We do out the Kizito Samuel.
Oh, Obi's from Nigeria, okay. Yeah.
Kizito Samuel, he's actually training guys go South Africa. I had talks with him 2 years back.
Okay.
I wanted him to come and do a training because now I believe in capacity building.
No, definitely, we need that.
We need capacity.
We need to refresh our memories all the time. And I want us to be doing master classes. You can bring 4 or 5 people. I'm gonna do a setup.
No, I'm game with master classes because now even some other guy, one WhatsApp group was accusing me of teacher.
No, it's good. People need to be taught because I also they can't go that far. On a thing that you are doing, you're always going to be limited. You have limited knowledge.
And so repeat the same
limited
results
annually. Yes.
So Kizito is hired and booked to move around the countries.
Wow.
To train and capacity, and he also produces his own movies. Udira di premiere bra tse di grand has been selected go Silicon Valley I think more than 5 times.
Wow,
different films and then you go to Ghana. With Ghana they have what they call a Ghana Film Week. With the Ghana Film Week, guys from the US, they come to attend that.
Yeah.
The production is a hitilwe moment to malaita rona mo Botswana. We tell gore anong it's an opportunity ano eleng gore gongwe re tebetse mo lapo crossing rira Botswana Film Week.
Exactly. But can I ask you, do you think we have capable filmmakers here? Let's be honest, because we are in the industry. Maybe you have seen work, you haven't seen work. Do you think because we recently had a film festival. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to the screenings because they ran at the same time with the master classes. And I was rather, geared towards the master classes than to the screenings. So I missed literally all the movies.
I think for me, our guys who are in film shy, are they frugal with their creativity? Because Motaga post us on social media.
Talking about that, we're back in the day. Because I know I'm one of those people, but I don't do any content creation. Why? Because I never post my stuff online. Not even reels, nothing. Why? Because no one the tenders are I remember. And then you can actually never license as anything that has been shown over a minute online. You understand? So every single red production, I've done over 10 productions so far. Go television, go be TV, but people have never even seen pictures from those productions because they post stuff. Actually, television get gears towards getting their stuff because they saw it on social media. And then television started bringing closer.
They call you. No, the total available. No, what I know is bad because the level of interaction I've had the opportunity to run a Garero multimedia agency for 17 years. So in running it for 17 years, I've met different intelligent Batswana. Somehow our government on merit
lowest bid, they take whatever has been charged low. It's lowest bid, we take it on the tenders.
I mean, like even when you introduce this show, the People's Forum, I think you see the burning I've been hitting hard for social media.
No, definitely.
I deserve to be on this seat.
Definitely. There's a lot of guys that I'm going to bring here.
And then I challenge this with the People's Forum also. Work on merit. Don't just bring people here. This show work on merit. Have people who are
merit in that. The shows are not. I will say this proudly. I want a television show here. There is a TV. We hear rumors of briberies and stuff. We don't do that. We had to wait, do our work. After 20 years, we got the first job at television, and then we got Now channel. Koteki is a youth channel, so we became clever. We put all the youth together. Content, live music, gospel, and then it delayed. That's why I say, after COVID now, they took it. That was our first job. And believe me, we work on merit. Because it didn't work. But I always be to see our work, because our work has value. And we put a lot of money and effort in it. And a lot of intellectual property. But anyway, that brings me to the next question now. Okay, how can government, what is government doing collaboratively with the corporate sector to actually better the arts to make a conducive environment for Botswana film producers or content creators for television?
I'm just going to be blunt about this one. One of the current policy specialists all in Tengumpinwan.
Yes.
And the team yana alone.
Okay.
Bajesa creative industry.
All right. You're talking about Ministry of now.
I said.
Definitely.
Bajesa creative industry, because they don't know what they are doing.
Okay.
They want to implement those. I doubt even their job descriptions in or no, you need to be a creative.
Okay, sorry, so I don't like a disclaimer thing. Anything that has been said on this show, I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible because I'm inspired by what they say. But anyway, let's continue.
So, a creative is something else.
Yes.
Application, or I want to be a creative.
I know.
I elaborate in that the job description. You are able to coin your own job description.
Exactly.
I'm a creative consultant. I will advise you on creativity.
Yes.
So if you go to an office, how many proposals, ideas, opportunities have been cut down in that ministry? But it's a ministry.
I'm a of that, man. I never got any sponsorship from the government. I can't lie. I went to that office a couple of times. The last time was, I think, last year.
Yeah.
A live DVD recording for one of our artists here.
Yeah.
Well, now we need the awards. So over 7 that year. Nyata really like a proposal kisna wa doropa mota fuling yana kutu tsana movie sinyele tsana kwa pata ka bona sama magi bona sama mangano asna ba proposal hela aiska bulon flow we push it tsela ko na re bongwana ha gona madi le ona go bula proposal a rona tano ka kwa to le sinyetsa na
even the
so make it boza gona o mega gore where's the professionalism? How does somebody come to the office government the ata kwadile something written, you don't even take it to file it. I got come so ba go lata aba ipetela ba go suwa gore actually racism, because that was a gospel album. Muton tritile ka racism katano litumela because now we're not a gospel. I was say like proposal. How would that person feel? Sometimes we have those thoughts, but we don't have to. We don't want to do it because
dealing with creatives, it needs a creative head or a creative department within the ministry. Even now, what I would inspire or even aspire for the creative for the ministry is to say, I don't need the pitch. Could daily, creatives every day.
They have ideas.
The idea roll out. This Friday's Creatives Friday thing. Because so let's have pitches. Pitcher idea. We're excited as creatives. This is how we are going to promote local content.
Exactly.
There was one guy, Khaole Menyana. That guy, when he came on board, he inspired the virtual meetings in COVID.
No, I remember.
We would discuss things COVID, and then he also worked, I think, closely this radio station, Yarna FM. Even the way they were doing things, you could have a hope. I don't know, this man is onto something.
Yes.
Somewhere out of the blue, he quit the job. I don't know if he quit the job or whatever happened.
No, he disappeared. One time I was watching television, and then I see him on one of the television talk shows. So now, talking about very powerful things. Mighty man, that was one point. I was really inspired about what you said. But this is my last day at the job. Hey, why? Because that year, COVID, they even came up with that now jam session thing. But when they did live streaming for free online. We actually contacted, given RFQs.
Now, when you check a person like that, he has a creative background.
Yeah, definitely. I know he used to run the shows about the theater or something. Also, he's been in South Africa for some time. I think he learned quite a lot there.
So the creative bug does not bite everyone.
Yeah. It's a gift from God. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
You don't have it. That's why we have the right brain
and the left brain.
And the left brain.
You're using one of the
other. So now this are the right brain, you know, this are the left. It never clashes. So it goes back to why this ministry was set up. And also the address. There's lack of professionalism. No, sutela monana ho a tsena mo
kana so tang go ra ke rona re generation ene a tlolwa ke manane o because no go you see hella ka 21 and then ha was na go tlolwa ke 21 o tsama go 25 ga do you think is molela go 25 I'm one person who did that and then ebe tsama go tlonya usually tla la ka 29 o so le 30 like a 39 youth, I was on a game, but I don't know.
It's a 35. The cutoff point.
It's all 35. So it's a very painful situation. Well, our generation, there was that generation that did things. Put it somewhere else. Those people didn't exist. Never did a certain cause by the air conditioner. I'm still in the creative industry, but it is not by luck. It's something that I was born for. I love it. Whether there's money or not, I still do it.
You still do it.
I got one podcast. There's no sponsor. How about this sponsor? How about sponsor against sponsor? It's not like we're looking for sponsors here.
Even with the sponsorships, I'm very sensitive guys you are these sponsors because they don't understand. And I'm still here to do that one because I've been challenged to say when I take it this year I want to summon all the corporate companies.
No, the minister has already said it. Christmas Christmas party companies Christmas party.
So it's a matter of summoning all the marketing departments because the marketing departments gets on the deal and the issues at the budget marketing so let's bring them on board
because they do marketing these guys but marketing over how do local they advert outside but they do all their social media you'll never find Motswana ele face of Absoluka. Nice ke wa bone. Ke mention Absoluka ke tsene dimension ke batho ba bang. Go South Africa ya sponsor wise. Go South Africa absent somebody.
No, things are moving in Zimbabwe. DSTV in Zimbabwe. We did that Varsity Film Expo. The organizers, the founders, I was an organizer mo Botswana kwana. I won the license for 5 years. So the organizers the founders actually told me, what's going on with the climate for sponsors in Botswana because it was tough. It was really tough to get sponsors.
There's no sponsors. There's none.
They were shocked. In Botswana, but you have this organization. They are sure these people that are in the country, they are doing business, they need to repatriate.
No, they need to put some CSI or CSR, corporate social responsibility back into the country.
They are not doing us a favor. 20% of the funds it's our organization. They need to go back to the people. So that the people they flourish, they come back.
And buy from me again.
And they buy from me again.
That's powerful. Anyway, we're going to be back in a moment, guys. And but don't go because we're getting into more serious issues. We'll be back in a moment. Anyway, welcome back to the People's Forum. This is where we speak up, we speak out. Oscar hupela ngwana motswana. Koro buela. Mela ga lo tlotlele batho. Koro ska phanyega hela go sa tlotle batho ka gore o tla go kwata go le go tlela Setswana.
Diplomacy e botlhokwa.
E botlhokwa. E wa address the issue o etse maikutlo gore le bana ba go utlwe sentle ha le gore ne ba ile diphoso ba ipakanya. So ra go potsong e latelang e ke ya di platform.
All right.
But re batho ba re lebalang ka pela. But I don't think so.
No.
Recently,
The launch,
last year.
The launch, like you are saying, I remember it quite because
last year, Minister Moraing, I think.
Yeah.
No one launch go television. Go launch the channel tse tharo. Tse dintšha tsa Botswana. Which is BTV News, BTV Sports, and then entertainment. Again. But I can go like it's already DSTV. I see BTV News is there. I see BTV1. And then channel engwe eleng gore ne go le BTV Entertainment kana egile ana ile now channel is now YTV. I wonder what happened. But anyway, are there any existing platforms or initiatives to support Botswana content creators? How can this be strengthened? So that they can push the sustainable growth industry.
I think with BTV,
talking from those channels and the promises. So can I entertainment? I do a lot of like music entertainment productions. The live music meaning money is gonna go back to our production team. Money is gonna go back into the musicians, get the royalty, or even through some business to business.
No, I think Gobi TV, there's too much comfortability in Tengoneko.
Okay.
Because TV, we talk about ratings.
Yeah.
When we talk about ratings, I've grown up to follow the American style of TV.
Yes.
I've seen shows being slashed.
It's not relevant to what I watch.
I also rapagela leta spanning we tell Lore spanning today, show 9 seats. So if a motion was to be passed, BTV ran a 50% government budget, 50% how do they make the other 50%?
Yeah.
They create rate cards, advertising.
Yeah.
Advertising, marketing department all over. The moment they start doing that, mongwe le mongwe a go tsosa dikausa gompieno re show ela gore no madi a teng di economy di a rana
but ba amogela every month. There's nothing happening, you know.
They don't care. Out and online you cannot find a channel program. We have been complaining go tshameka the same songs that di tshameka for introduction.
Very quality. I remember from our studio alone, we have quite a lot of videos there, but I never see them anyway.
So
I keep complaining, guys, but I never see the videos. I mean.
So even if it's possible, privatize it. Not a thing.
BTV I music programs run on weekly basis. 1 hour programs, not the 30 minutes ones. 1 hour programs. Go out, give them live jazz. I would give them the Mokaragana type. It's a bit Mokaragana, something more fancy, much fancier name. So
I'm running around the world as we speak. Channel Garero TV.
All right.
So it's going to be one of the TVs Lantern entertainment. But one of the investors have advised no. Focus on entrepreneurship also.
Yes.
So it's going to have content there, entrepreneurship. It's going to have
it's so funny. We have a lot that we have in common. Because podcasting, we are going to be running concurrently with this one. It talks about local entrepreneurs, celebrating local entrepreneurs. Your social responsibility. What can you give back to the public? What can you say back to the people to say, this is how you can improve to become an excellent, savvy entrepreneur?
Because
I'm really glad to hear about that.
What I can tell you about, because I attend these exhibitions, these summits a lot. We tell the breed, woman generation ya breed ya the entrepreneurs.
Yes.
They are fired up.
Yes.
Because
we are fired up. Look at us. I'm in my late 20s, my early 30s. They don't know what you're crossing the foot. Because
how old do you think I am?
Yeah.
I think
about 29.
Okay. This is 10 foot.
Not a salary grows easy. You can't even tell. But the energy of the creative sector keeps us going.
So you need to see. For all the this security issues.
Actually, hold that thing. Can I see the leon? You know, instructive maloba can inside instructive the idea is our last small content, they put it against loans for creative so that they can make more. What happened to that? Our producers association I
don't know what happened.
Because now delay meetings and then everything just went silent.
Now what I know is that man security. There was one article I think he was talking or no security. Our one check our own perform previously with your other loans, your other things before.
No, but what is security? Do they understand what security is? Because I'm not is a property.
Yeah.
Even my mother with my diamonds. We are worth about 600,000.
Yeah.
More another content dealing worth 1.5 million. What is security there? It's only that your property is not tangible. Intellectual property.
I go back to the issue of creativity.
Yeah,
the moment you work in an organization, we have technocrats.
Yes.
And then service the creatives. You are in parallel. You will never get benefits from that one. Because technocrats have been told things are in the book. You go by the book. Everything you see.
And then creativity is not in the book.
No,
it's in the intellectual.
You rather come and do a biopic or I would rather say, my biopic, okay, I was creative to what extent?
Yeah.
But when I studied booking, no, you need security. But
that's certain things that I will just bypass because I believe in somebody. And it's very serious. This energy alone compensates for the security.
I'm going to give you another term. It's called Fajim.
Fajim.
Fajim. No, it's it emanates from the Europeans, but it is like the Jewish.
Fajim.
So what happens with Fajim is we believe in you, Siakosi.
Yeah.
Oto fail 1,000, but we believe
in you.
The
1,001 time you do it.
Again, chunky land must be in parallel. Le
Warner Brothers. At my 20-year level, I should be where Warner Brothers was 20 years.
Do you remember when Made in China came out?
Yeah. Wow, man.
But where is it now?
No, it's a big brand.
I talked to Maloba. What is going on?
And believe me, level the molo architecture.
No, too much.
The plata, Akwa when the mall about 5 stories so that I want to go be so that is not right.
So I go back to
the architectural landscape even the
so I go back to my point there Fajim.
Fajim.
Yeah. Renali Huawei. I get to pronounce I but that phone. So that phone in a simulator one mobile phone ye ko US. So in simulating it, baba support. Ba reka the Chinese community. So ha ba rekile ba le bantsi anana go ra gore it's ya flourish it's na mo market. Gompieno it's one of the standard phones.
It's big.
Wa bona re ntsa. So le rona gompieno anana Chunky Land. What I want to talk about Chunky Land because the brands zeng ga ba re duel. So Chunky Land will be Warner Bros.
Definitely.
Why? Because we have believed in you. As my thing, are in Chunky Land, we really gompieno are the People's Forum. Ya be tonna ya. Wa bona.
E ba santse ba e kala belo o dora ba bua ka bo maiseke ba bua ka batho.
Wa bona re ntsa. So the moment we follow it, we share it. We call you, Mister. We want to stream this thing. You don't need to have a proof of concept. Unless udirisa state funds. But then with state funds alone, if a gym can implement you, and the originators by on it, they are the Jewish. One of the Jewish culture. Now out of prayed or times you are a Christian. Somehow the majority is the Jewish culture because they understand how to run the economy.
Business
rona really Christians mongwe le mongwe wa iphandlela into eza zibona wa bona re gontshang monna mongwe le mongwe o ta ipona. You go to the Muslims bona ba re us go re gongwe le gongwe ha ba leng teng ke le bandla ba move ile bandla mo mantung ba na ile bandla wa bona wena o to wa go tsantse ko phakalane
le bana ba ba le mosadi 6 bedroom we botsa re room tse ke tsaya gona swimming pool engwe ma no ona o tsentse mo hotel le go tima go sa itse
we tola kgwedi la tela ya ora ro tsa mogala wa ipega
ke madada ke
ora go ntsa next do mathaka ba bone mote abatsoga phakela ba ya workshop ba warehousing ora go ntsa. So these are the cultures that we need to simulate and study wa bona go ntsa, especially as creatives. And then from there onwards, Yanura will inspire other nationalities, I think other communities. Whether you go agriculture, by to reach. Kana mid culture the Romana that in detail. Naro Hola Bogolo. Let's go Francistown, but Kumasimo Arunana, Kumatangwan. Normally, this thing we do whereby people ba to sana go tahol. Uzana mo teng go hira mo Zimbabwe
la o tsela ya no gona video batho ba rekela dijuele ba thola ba bereka ba dire ba hits.
These days are gonna do it, but that thing was community building.
That's mo tselo ya me tselo a tele le malati a se yone sento ja gore madi a la kgobokanya reka go shoponya bokete ga se mamma
mo tselo a ke scam because lo se mo la gompieno October le bata go kgaogana madi wa ile kgaogana madi
anyway guys, we'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the People's Forum, where we speak up and you speak out. But anyway, but since it's the first one, we are just laying down the foundation. We'll be talking about most of these things, really expounder, looking into them as the future holds. So let's go back to our questions. When it comes to measures that can be implemented to address the misappropriation of funds, because go well, these speeches are entertainment, and then go hello. Harbon Madiao Alamudiats in Dipupo. Between the president's speech, Lord Madiao or how we are going to have and sit. Lebanga or benefit more. What are the Momagana saying or accountability measures? It's amazing. But anyway, the misappropriations of funds in the creative industry project, especially when there's lack of proof of accountability. Now, has a guy go to NSCB. NSCB. Habanza baza momba bua ne rebela ela ibile gona le ruma gore kana lo over 25 million kana whatever to incentivize the creative sector
post the COVID.
But anze re tsweletse gantela go tshwa di application di ruma yana ntse re gona le bo 4 million bo 2.5 gora ga go kwa itse bile ano information ya teng ya nyella go tlelele sa bobedi gone yana re mo go January NICB ya bo lo go bula e be e tswala a se go announce gore go ntshitswe madi go ntshitswe bokae go netse bo mang. You understand? Make it gore I can take le ba di post tsa December di poster tsa December ne ke gona go bona logo a bone ke ipotsa gore logo e batla mo mo dishong tsa batho, you understand go supa gore gona le madi a duleng gona le batho ba ba neetsweng mme ga go bue gore go ntse bokae kana ba ngwa santse ba tla neelwa until financial year wela kana go diragala eng go mo ke go latlha bosupi mo ke ra nna a ke budu ya ke go latlha bosupi because at the end of the day wa go itse yang gore National Arts Council e kile a funda mongwe especially ha o sa fundiwa go no tsentse proposal ha ile gore ga ya funda ope ke go sa bue gore nya ra gona go funda ope ba ga itse madi a tsere go ngwa tswa gore ke la ba tlhokiseng kana malobane go le morwalla re ke tse ba ditante or something, you understand ke ra gara bogologolo ne go tle go tswe madi a le gore ke le batho dikopo ka one a se re dilo tse ne re sa ditse ena di arts kana content so a re bue ka ena accountability le misappropriation of funds gore tota go ka dirwa yang kana what is needed in this particular space because madi a tla go bua ka one go di speeching ke dumela gore a ba dule mo budgeting me a nke ya gore go ba diragatse because we are some of them, we work with a lot of them le rona re ba diragatse a nke a re hitlela madi
it's I'm a BDP card carrying member. I want to say that.
Okay.
But I want to get teng gompieno ana nkla rena go ngwe ke pegile mothako mongwe ke ta ke tswa side tsa mochudika. Gore ke a le bita mothako lo itse ra se happy ela bua gore o itse re bile batho ba bua gore mindset change. O itse re bile ba rena la go thalo gore a re change mpuso.
Bona o mindset change bara a re change puso
ela ga ngwela e ke alor mo grounding ke tsone di khantse di buiwa ntse something is wrong.
Something is not going right.
And if we are saying this today kamoso go grounding go implement to assessele tota ga go supi gore re dira dilo sente as a nation.
Ne ga re imagine na khanya di channel tse tharo tsele entertainment, BTV News, Sports Channel. Now we have BTV News, BTV1, and then the other channel disappeared.
YTV.
And then I look on Now Channel. No one channel the Now Channel. More DSTV. 291 is gone. And I want to be accountable to stand up and say, guys, this is what happened. This is where we are.
Capacity building because industry arona. Most of us we function with the right brain. So our function I got the right brain. Cause color fades ka bunzi.
Creativity
now the guys that I started hiring ko company yaga. Bene bata banali hela mo the application in sabon. The rest they lo divo and then I have to retrain them no guys, this is what we are doing as creatives. Yo mo muruta how to do miking hela, yo mo muruta how to do that. So I get go khanya NACB hela ka bo yona hela. We need to rescrape the whole concept. Anga Olala was one of the guys who made it to be able to sit on the board. I was done the interview give a paper. And from the interview, I was 100% sure what is Tabit. I never
got accountability. Right now, there was a lady who was supposed to be the president of NACB, kind of CEO. She was suspended. Prior to information, I was suspended. Was suspended, so nobody knows, and nobody cares to tell the creative sector.
No, but we should.
But and nobody's asking. You understand? About 3 months ago, last na goela, harutu to busedi tse kana o hilo extension ya suspension o ntse gae. You understand? Go January 2024. Arizo ngwa ka bona madi a NACB ngwa isa tswe yana kana a dula ga ritse. It's because of the suspension ya mewu.
No, and go safara mangrona. Adrule. There are projects that they run ka madu now.
Wow, that's great.
Ba manage 100,000. So my dad in la ha ta tsena. We tell a lot of mechi project. So kikido tse ileng gore tsone tseo. Now I was expecting gore la ka rena re bona di tender tse dingwe ha di tswa even now TV was always doing that.
Batho ba ba betso bokana ba o neletse isi.
So the transparency ya NACB me the day na go ene ba bua gore ra go ntsha maduo ga teng ra go ntsha ke maduo a kere
ka dikana
that was the last communication. I think
nyana ka extend yo re le 31 wa tebe go ba go tsengwa malatsinyana a latela ebe go didima.
That was it. So it's a hot pot here. No one wants to comment on it.
No, but we are commenting today. This is the people's forum. The people want to know.
There was a project that we wanted to do. I remember
I was supposed to be in that
one of the facilitators, right? We're one of the people who were Alfredo. He called me. a sa itumela tota mogolo a bua gore tekere kante letella mekgato because we have an organization you do out the BW musicians Botswana. It was formed re lebeletse le gone gore ko bomu kwa gona le menyao e mentsintsi and then intse le one gape ha go parlamenteng honorable Rakharaba bua gore na recognize musubu a re tsore musubu ke wa ona gore go ntsa but when you come back to the film industry rena le bofia rena le
boss yes
wa bona di rana parallel ko
and di register ga tsamala wa Botswana tsotlhe era ona molato
wa ona gore go ntsa so na be kere okay no it's fine let them do what they want to do. The artist ke tsontle di ta ipuelelang a stako sesh because ha madi a tswa gate madi a benefit ba diragatsi so if part of ba diragatsi ba khona go tsa madi o now ba tsa gore ba bothale ba duletella gore go dire yone divide and conquer e iragala kana ke divide and conquer o nela a handful the rest of the money ga re tsore ba kae ba ora go ntsang
le one handful yo ga o itse gore do they even qualify for this fund kana ba hilwe hela kana go diritswe criteria ile ba netse le bokae for what?
No, they are non-sustainable projects. Now that's what I can tell you because for our project you capacity building that project it had over 500 people while they wanted to register to come and learn.
No, I remember.
The creatives di nyoretswe thuto e leng gore from standard 1 or even from crash
to even college. We are still struggling with creative content net and the contracts. You understand?
Contract ga re majita
not hella read direla because ga ore tsene school ra itse or contract e rang how can you format a contract and then as now we do malana we sign it. You understand?
Even Kolo Association of Botswana.
No, not only lawyer Botswana bunzi Botswana this entertainment
we can't lie. And I gitse ba boroko go sa thaloganya gore this is the most
lucrative industry after diamonds. If they are no I can pick up it will make more money than the diamonds can make in this country.
I will go court ga you court gore you know gore wa court o show ka story la go ina case ya lona kana wa court le na le mathata
no e simbole ga gore ile a gra gore bile melao tota go go le moteng gore a go bile se how benefit this ibile ga ntsina la arbitration before we go court tota go di arbitration le tsere ga ngwe ka gore it was very serious.
I think you have seen it in the US. Me growing up, the lawsuit, I knew that it meant what. So go on Ireland thing, I know the accountability to the NACB. Now I'm not happy about that organization. It's a rot.
That thing we waited for it for many years. No. It was supposed to be the hope of industry.
The board that came on board. Now I think because now I'm outspoken, I speak. I speak. I think
so I think because we are a small community, bothata ba teng go ra or motho o sita mo boarding a ngo bereka gone ko arts and culture and then he also influences television. And then go ro itse ke batho ba le bangwe hela ke mo go teng one WhatsApp group mo le gore ha go khama ka ile wa sa go bata ba go bata ngolo.
No, it's the same thing ka Alfredo he told me una lwana kwa lola do tsa piracy a lola do tsa go mon.
No, I remember he used to fight for that.
He's not benefiting anything from government. That's from his words. It's ana di mpolela kana sa le ke na president wa bom glo mpona ile ke seno go tswa glo mpona ke thakela modundi apart from my own shows te ke di tirelang ka.
But anyway, going back to our television and film industry. There's another issue it has been all over. It has been in the news. Even the opposition has fought it. Initiative ya gore Restive Harvey. Yo ile lina la Setswana la mothusi. Ate mo Botswana to incentivize or I don't know whether he came here to put money into the industry. He came here to do a job out in Netendara because recently I'm hearing rumors. Because not I could hear more podcasting when they did logo go BTV. Abu Awar like Udlogira family feud. Which was something honestly undisclosed. Afterwards we studios content studios millions I think it was over 50 million or something. So Madia then as now do some studios all of a sudden the studio is too small, he can't use it there. o santse gore yanong go dirisiwa studio go South Africa yanong ke sa itse gore go a le ne le gore ga do go irang sente kwano a na tle go tlhabolola industry ya rona or he came here to do that show mara no tla go hira batswana ba dira mo teng kana gore ke sengwe sa dio ke sa tlhaloganye
you know I had an opportunity.
Was it a tender because ka utlwana go ngotse go tender but I never really got to find out gore ya ka tender le gore nice ke tsene
I simolla ne le direct appointment tender ne tswa PPAD ya bo salishando ba tata ba question ale go te le gore go iragalang ka yona so ibe didimalanyana ba kwaletse makwalo go ba America kae ibe didimala lena ba kwala gore nyana ke dule mo dikganyeng ke yo ya no round 2 o bile ya no wa bona so go wa gagwe what is this I think go tule ke bua ka this guy Kizito Samuel yoko Uganda or he gets in cold go South Africa the industry flourish the industry flourish and gore go flourish the Ugandan is the national is the one who comes and does that is his skill and his reputation one Kumogo Steve Harvey is he doing that across other countries?
But how much money is involved anyway? Just to be curious about it. I know people are curious.
I've lost count. Yaga Steve.
Can I can take maybe over 50 million? Can I get 5 million? Studio. How much is he getting paid to do anything? I don't get tender. Is it something selling or is this disclosive?
No, even on the president's Twitter. He was there at Algogo State House. I saw the vice president. I saw his excellency. So he is this celebrity. Film industry. We have Tyler Perry. Now if Tyler Perry was here,
the biggest studios
he comes from humble beginnings.
Exactly. Building his way up. Also, he's a producer. He works with a lot of people. Instead of only presenter,
one of the biggest stigmas that are creatives. A single creative more family. The other people they don't understand what the hell you are doing. So challenge. Stop dreaming. That person
I don't understand the mandate of Steve Harvey.
No, it's not
still trying to understand it.
It's not on black and white.
My question is, Alare, Hario, are there no capable local talent? Half the amount is given, or even 1/4, for us to actually resuscitate our industry.
No.
Because I get to somebody can come and build you a house in your backyard. I don't understand the concepts.
No, we
can learn something from him.
The investor
we can,
possibility and capability. He should be coming on board as an investor.
That's what I'm thinking because he makes a lot of money.
He should be coming on
board. Recently, I heard Will Smith or adopt one of the colleges arts. And I'm like, why? What for? Because on that malo ba ke mala hatsing anda se go re no ira game show wa ka diphologolo kwa mina nne re tlo tsene le tourist ka gore melao ya tele yone kana e shading yana ya national
no but I blame this to I don't know if I should blame us as the filmmakers because Khari Holdi our organization accountable. We have two organizations Bofia and
Boss. Kana ke matata ba go already general meeting go ra o dira to go tsamaya ka mo timeline
drive ga go duelwe membership
go ra o dira
re bese mo WhatsApp group ntse
le go ba go khandela ba tsamaya mo ba re buela le bona ba tsa dijobo ela re ba
if now I would ask about the National Arts Council, I think the film festival because it has the two logos that's one emoting. What was their role?
And where are they operating from? Because I read about an office. Me want to do film office which was probably running under now. Who's doing what? Can I run again now? But the consultant was
so na I created a WhatsApp group. I called it Creative Industry Leaders. I'm a visionary, so I usually foresee things. So I want so begere okay NABCB tagi create a WhatsApp group ya di creative leaders tsote gore re tle re khone gore ha re tara go deliver ita di kgantsa rona re tsa merothe ene ebile ha go te capacity gore madi a ntha
tota na tsontso tsana mo capacity building go bua
ya rona di leaders ba rute governance ka bo yona ba rute professionalism wa bona ba rute
kana ba finance the leader to implement leadership because go bolelle now and if I was to ask for funds because I've passed that stage ya gore nkare nga go ba di funds or girute ba to sound I don't want to waste time on that I would rather open a school and teach people that but believe me gona nanga go sipa ka gore ba ba kantsha madi le bone I see they want to capacitate the industry me agre ke level la pass maga bona ke ba makela mo di project tse di hitile e go tlase e go tlase ibile actually re bua ka ene before me la bona nka kopa madi go go bona I will ask for money first of all to just put it back into the industry maybe just select a few artists ke robana guys ke dumela mo go lona talent ya lona e rile tsa magongo bewa ya go le kopela madi ke le record live ha re tse company go South Africa because we do live recording
no onza
ra dira ela ile ke botsa potso ya lana go ngodi go di meetings tsa mantse ke bona e thamela ke bona re go ga ipakang so me ala pass maka bona mo di project tse di hitileng I'm one person on ka letsa office ya bona gantsi even after 2 years ke letsa ke ba rakela ala rala tsa project ya rona ya film ba nya ke no sa complain before body dissolve you nya ne ke botsa hela I used to do that gore ke botsa gore kante ga tone go ntshiwa madi why is the transparency where is the criteria for grants
no this thing is only happening in the creative industry because we don't have proper organizations it's the association so the best ka divide and rule go ha go ta go se a khoseng go tenya amara na re ta go jisa bokane ba yo lo a peka yo o to o didima na re go yewe Steve have you didimetse o tshwara di side meetings the high level meeting ka but what you don't know ba ja di commission nana do we call it corruption because corruption is a big word
it's a big word it can be so mismanagement of funds it's not corruption
misappropriation of funds
maybe people allocating funds don't know what is supposed to happen who they're supposed to give funds to while gore ba ka nna le sustainability bile ba ka tsa development mo latsi
so madi ala te ba tswa bantsi go parliament be go begiwa go begelwa la hatsolothe go te kana re ntshitse 2 million o mo ba diragatsing wena o le motsadi o lebella ngwana ga go ana meriri tharaletse because rena go mona I used to have a dreadlock moriri o palwa ke maintenance wa gore re gontshang so ke do tse ileng gore tsonetse o to bo lebella artist ya teng go rena o dumela mo talenting ya gagwe ga ba to go bereka
ha ba to go ira se because modimo monetsa se monetsa no bile mo re se ka mmereke
but there's someone somewhere ha gare ba ileng gore ba tsa madi ba high for ga go go ba diragatseng I would challenge any organization ye ka tangireng ya re ntshitse madi ke a heletse go ba diragatseng ke ba le wa bona le bona ba ka ta ba test to that nothing
nya rena re le chankileng de ba ga itso a gona ka di bua le so go bua nnete you can't because go langa go bolela this year alone the artists that did the most studios about 56 artists ke ba dnela madi nna on go dora ke duela mo come and appear in a TV show ke dirang kana come and appear on something that we think is going to happen in the future and then I incentivize them from $1,000 1.5 3.5 5,000 I was paying these guys you understand gore ra lega madi a rona to actually raise the creative sector ya le hatsela botswana
but you know what
but there's nobody who's actually helping us mer developer le hats and I still pay tax on this money because anyway has a gift ke ba tsentse like ba employee even though naga itsora this is arts ke be tsenya incentive into the arts sector
our realo look at the model why Hollywood finances the American elections because they have the capital or but I kopa madi go bona ya no rona we don't think beyond go bona gore talent ya gago is limitless ga e hele a le gore ba totala o recorderize from January to December o khona go ira di album tse 200.
No, and I can do that. I usually actually I record. In standard sound, I record over 200 songs every year, and I've done that for the past 3-4 years without fail.
Yeah, no,
since 2019 actually.
What do you call that? You have created royalty?
No, I have created for the artists. Even I'm not benefiting from those royalties because I'm not even signed up to Cosmos. Good to my dear Daniel every 2 years. Because ebe go after 2 years sa nyela senelo batho
na ke motho
se le mo linela o dio ke ditumedi
ke ratwa nke maemo, but that's one organization e ke ganneng kore o bona some organizations ile mo ethela le go dirwa go berikwa ka state funds ke rata go nna ke shy away from them, not because ga ke itse go dirisa madi, but because ke itse go teng kwa wa go ethela go na le go tsinyana jo ile gore wa lwa
la ga no batho ba tello ena no sa sa lo ke madi a go. Hey guys, you are listening to the People's Forum. Di candidate ntse di ka tlala le hatse ka bophara ela ka lo dwa re di bua yana ne ke na le Mr. Guerrero Tekere ke tsa ra o hella gore ke utwa ra hegelo ra re bupela gore gonna botlhoko.
I always maintain my cool. I always maintain my cool.
Mo bua mo za group are wa tsona we are very angry me le bala ba di go ntse yalo
gore project even
gore bona this morning ne ke tsena la sente mo robotong e se tswala ela ke chikana motho mo ngwa mpepinyetsa kombimene pipi ba ba roga ntse le mo ka monwana ke ke butsa gore bana what have we become. I get reliable molato just because of what o badile roboto ba ta go itsenela ene wa bona so ero angwa ngomanya ke butsa kanda ke bona re we are a very angry society but ke tsa gore is because of many things in already ka so do out we can get back.
No, but we need a holistic overhaul of things because even in the creative industry, some visionary leaders who passed the tops, Bosos, Katumbela, they pioneered.
No, they really pushed.
They pushed without affiliation with government. That support system is a thing. We don't know where ba go government ba ithela le gore government ga ba tse with that level
kana le mo bana le nyano
le skizo a tsone ga mo ithela go mona kwa malo go NACB le gore le no bata go apply the great skizo.
No, I know. I've seen that, man. It's because of you know,
but
the dangers that we are going through.
We are welfare. Go no go yang go wela teng. Le bona ba ntse ba le busy re di funds di ata di heta ka di ma tsoko a bone di re we are growing, guys.
But anyway, it's amaile ba ga itso re lights in the People's Forum. Speak up. Speak out. Let's talk again on the next episode. Ka utwa ro emotional nyana go ro itso ra go awaiting marido go pan next week re tla re na le episode engwe gape ena le go ga teng just share this, you know, give it to everybody, just call people to come and listen, put your input on the comment box, we'll see what we take from there and push it forward and we're gone.